I'm John Beard. I'm a lifelong Episcopalian, having been raised in St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Erwin, which is about 40 miles south of here. St. Stephen's was actually the first church that was built in Erwin in the early 1900s. It remains the smallest church in town, having been outclassed by the Baptist, the Methodist, and the Church of God. My wife Carolyn and I moved to Raleigh in the 1960s, and we started looking for a church home. We knew that there were 3 Episcopal churches inside the Beltline. We went to visited at all 3 of them. But we decided to join Good Shepherd because, unlike the other places we visited, we had someone who called on us on Monday afternoon after we had visited the church on Sunday. Jack Tucker, who was the associate rector at that time, made the call, and we decided to join this church. We find that it has a good cross-section of old Raleigh, newcomers. It's a very friendly place. If you come to church at Good Shepherd and sit in a pew that somebody else has been sitting in for some time, they don't ask you to move or to move over because they know they don't own them. This is the free Episcopal Church. We've seen a lot of changes in the church while we've been members here, and controversy, one of which was the grant by the National Church to an organization created by Howard Fuller, a former faculty member at UNC, Malcolm X Liberation University in Durham, North Carolina. In addition to that, there was continuing maybe controversy about the changes to the prayer book, which I still call the new prayer book, but which to the existing generation is the prayer book. But probably the most significant thing that I feel has happened to the church is that an African American was elected bishop of this overwhelmingly white Episcopal diocese and provided charismatic leadership to it, and I think revitalized our church throughout the state. And of course, he's now serving as the presiding bishop of the Episcopal Church. The church back in the 70s the vestry voted on 2 occasions to build a new parish house. The congregation on one occasion voted overwhelmingly to build a new parish house, but it really didn't take hold until many years later. I think that it's been a wonderful innovation for us. I think that it draws a lot of young families that have children to have an environment that they can come and have good, large classrooms to develop the Sunday school. And we've got a great meeting hall now in Shepherd's Hall. We've also welcomed with open arms the LBGT community into full fellowship in this church, and I think that's been good for us. I still attend the 8 o'clock service as my service of choice, simply because I'm accustomed to a small group and I like the fellowship that we experience when we finish up.